All right guys, I am back with another video. Today we're gonna clean up this dehumidifier here. This is a Revolution LGR dehumidifier made by Dri-Eaz. This is an awesome machine if you're trying to remove moisture from a home or trying to control an environment during a mold remediation. Oftentimes when there is excessive moisture in a home, there is generally going to be mold along with it. So it's very common during a mold remediation job, you will see one of these units or a unit alike. That all being said, this unit was just pulled from a job and it is extremely dirty. So in today's video, we're gonna get this machine cleaned up and ready to go back onto another job this week. Let's get cleaning. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to just spray the machine down with an antimicrobial agent. This is going to make sure that any contaminants that are resting on the surface of the machine are eliminated as we start pulling things off and taking things off.
These machines come from very dirty environments, so it's important that we just start cleaning it the moment we receive it. I actually already had dusted this off, cleaned this once before, but...
This is the filter. And this was a brand new filter to start, okay? And this machine sat on the job for a few days, I would say 3 or 4 days. It just goes to show you how dirty remediation work really is. So the next thing I'm gonna do is we're going to detach the housing and actually open the machine up. I'm using a T40 star bit to do this, and I'm going to drill very, very slowly because we don't wanna strip the bolts on the housing. It is very frustrating and annoying when that does happen, and I know this because I've actually done it a few different times. So we're going to move slow.
Just like that. Just like that. Oh, I'm just putting it in there. Put it in, I want to be careful. All right.
So as you can see here, this machine is extremely dirty, and especially the coils. Now, the coils are a really important part of this machine because it allows air to flow through it and it starts converting the air into water, and a lot of this is happening at the coil level. Now, if your coils are dirty, it's going to clog up the machine. It's going to put out contaminants into the air, and it's really important that those coils are cleaned regularly and properly maintained so that not only are your jobs more efficient in terms of air quality, but you're also increasing the longevity of your machine. So that being said, let's check it out. It's not horrible in here. All right, so we're going to just do a brief spray of an antimicrobial inside this machine. Just gonna spray it over top here. Don't wanna get too crazy because we have our very own coil cleaning solution here and some additional plastic brushes. 1 specifically to straighten out coils, and 2 to just get in between and clean up these coils really well.
Both sides and all sides. It really helps get in, it runs down, it pulls all the debris. I think it's technically rinse with different in terms of reach. Some of these units are super accessible, depending on the size, while others are super cumbersome, or really cumbersome. They're hard to clean, but the overall goal here is to get as much of the dust out as possible and loosen it up with your coil cleaner. And that's exactly what we're doing, just rinsing these coils and making sure that any debris inside is eliminated, and actually still has a solution to that.
Boring! Side here. Now this is the part that a lot of people don't want to do because everybody's super gung-ho to get equipment, right? Because it's fun, it looks cool, it's expensive, but nobody wants to maintain their machines properly. And it's a really important part in restoration is maintaining the machines. If you can't even clean your machines, why should customers trust you in cleaning their home? So I make it a very big point to showcase us cleaning machines because it's a very important part of the process, believe it or not, you know? Like, yes, this is my investment, but it's also the homeowner's investment in a way because they're hiring you to clean their home and remove dirty water, remove mold from their home. And if you can't sufficiently do that because your machines are dirty and you're creating more problems, then it's not good for the homeowner. There's people out there who buy this equipment and they rent it out thinking it's the same idea as bounce houses, right?
Oh, we'll go buy a bunch of water damage equipment and we'll rent it out like people rent out bounce houses. Restoration companies are just rental companies.
No, there is a lot of effort and work that goes into this that's to benefit your overall outcome as a restoration company, and it starts with the machines. Okay, so the machine is pretty much wiped down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this machine and I'm going to go outside and I'm going to blow it off with compressed air. Outside, we don't want a bunch of dust flying around in here. While the machine is wiped down, I'm sure there's some dust somewhere in here. So I'll be right back. Now it's time to screw the housing back onto the base, get the grills on, and turn the machine on for a really brief test run to make sure that everything's functioning, make sure we didn't pull any wires or anything like that. Now I'm going to throw in this fresh filter here and power the machine on. Now it's time to turn the machine on and purge it, make sure everything's good, and go from there. Okay, so this is why we test. One of my wires is slightly hanging and it's rubbing the fan. This is why you test. I'm gonna have to unscrew the housing really quickly. Anyways, let's move this wire out of the way. Make sure that's tucked away. Out of the way, just like that. No clicking sound, that's good. Just gonna do a purge. And you can see all the coil cleaner is going out the purge pump. I'm gonna go ahead and call this a successful cleaning of our Dri-Eaz Revolution LGR Dehumidifier. Thanks for watching, guys.